It's a playoff atmosphere here on Real Recruits TV. Welcome into this week's episode. I'm Phil Stafford. Thanks for joining us. My partner in crime, Kyle Stanley, will be joining us in just a bit with some playoff volleyball, but we're going to start on the gridiron. It's Division I, Division II playoffs that we're checking in on. We're starting Division II, Sunnyslope High School, 10-0 heading into the postseason, the number 5 seed, hosting Deer Valley. It's been a surprise season for the Vikes, but they're riding the train as far as the tracks will lead them. Meanwhile, the Skyhawks say they've played their best football in the past 3 weeks. First possession, Mike Humphrey to Brandon Cruz. 66-yard gain on this one. Race to the end zone. He needed 67 for the touchdown. Humphrey would punch it in. Slope finds the board first. Skyhawks respond with a TD, but a mishap on a punt return leads to this 35-yard field goal from Real Recruits kicker Joey Cavalli. 10-6 the lead for the Vikings. Midway through the second, though, the tide changed in a matter of minutes. After Deer Valley takes the lead, Max Foster trying to return the kickoff, but you gotta hold on to the rock. Skyhawks pounce on the ball, and first play of that drive, the visitors going for the jugular. Corner route for Kenneth Wright, hauls it in over the lone defender. 9-point lead for the Skyhawks. When the Vikings try to respond, it's Mike Humphrey, just a tad behind his receiver. Logan Adcock breaks on the route. Just a second INT for the senior, and he's taking this one back. Skyhawks score 20 unanswered in less than 2 minutes in the second. They upend the Vikings 40-16. Deer Valley will face Centennial in the quarterfinals.
Well, we're just happy to be in the next round. The kids, to look these kids in the eye after everything we've been through this year is a lot of fun, and it's just back to work and work our tails off for next week.
I think the kids really bought in, and I think that there's a lot of talk around the community, the Sunnyslope community, about the football team. So we just got to take it one step forward, and I as a coach have got to do a better job preparing them for games like this.
Division I football, it's number 3, Hamilton hosting a hot 14th seeded Millennium squad. The theme of this game, safety. And I'm not talking about pads and helmets, you'll see in due time. The Huskies start off the show, blocked punt for safety number 1, get out the counter. But the Tigers throw 2 on the board as a bad snap goes for an easy safety, that's number 2. More special teams fun in the second quarter. Morris Croma takes this punt, has some room, and he's taking full advantage. 57-yard return, our first score that's not a safety. 2-point conversion makes it 10-2. And then let's get back to the counter. Another bad snap equals another 2 for Hamilton. Then a sack in the end zone. 4 safeties in the first half. The second quarter propels Hamilton to a 35-9 victory. They'll face Pinnacle next week. It's state playoff time for volleyball. We're going to start off in Division I, number 3, Sandra Day O'Connor hosting number 6, Desert Vista. Both of these teams breezed through the first round of the playoffs, but it's quarterfinals time. The Eagles come into this game with a 33-6 record, while the Thunder are 30-10. Coach Molly West trying to learn from last year's quarterfinals game when her girls were blanked by Xavier College Prep. We're checking out all the first set highlights. O'Connor makes a statement to start the game. Thunder mishit leads to an easy Eagles point. Credit Jessica Licurgo with that one. But Desert Vista leans on senior Vanessa Wesley to take control of the momentum. A couple kills puts the visitors up 6-5. She had 7 kills on the night. Back come the Eagles though. DV trying to just keep this one in play, but Paige Hamilton shows no mercy. There to knock it down. O'Connor is back on top 9-6. Home crowd excited about the turnaround. Later in the first set, O'Connor is up 11-7. We're going to let this one play out itself. Great rally leads to Taylor Specht denying the Thunder. It's 12-7. Toward the end of the first set, Kaylee Lyle keeps momentum on the Eagles' side, throwing down an ace of diamonds. Why diamonds, you ask? Because that cuts right through any chance that Desert Vista had to win this set or the match. After not making the playoffs last year, O'Connor wins 3-0 to move on to the semifinals. But that's where their season ended, as they were blanked 3-0 by Hamilton. Now let's take a look at the Division II bracket. 3rd-seeded Sunnyslope welcome the 11th seed Ironwood on Thursday evening. The Vikings follow the leadership of senior Jenny Thompson, who's 6th in the entire state in kills per set this season. The visiting Eagles are winners of 5 of their last 6 matches heading into the postseason. Thompson laying down the law to start this match, makes a statement with the second point of Game 1. Slope ahead 5-0 on the early rally. Molly Fleury keeps it alive, and Thompson, that's her sweet spot. Vikings win the first set 25-10. No surprise who the green and white set up in the second set, and all night long Thompson accounted for 21 kills on the evening. On the other side of the net, the rallies for Ironwood were far and few between. Skylar Wine, the sophomore, chipped in 9 kills, and the Vikes are full steam ahead. They'll duel top-seeded Campo Verde for a state title on Tuesday. Thanks a lot, Kyle. Now that we are in the middle of November, we are less than 1 month away from the release of the Real Recruits application, available on iPhones and Androids. Make sure you continue to stay updated with us on that on realrecruits.com. Also, facebook.com/realrecruits, Twitter @realrecruits. Don't forget, the Trophy Room airs every Monday. Check it out at ihigh.com. That's it for now. We'll check in with you next week, and let's get it out to all the fans. For Kyle Stanley, I'm Phil Stafford. We'll see you later on in the playoffs in November as we roll through here in Arizona.